Well, good day and welcome to our brand new edition of Triple Chips Down the Hatch 2, where today we're going to be making up, you guys might have seen these before in stores, some jerky. Well, to buy these ones, it's got a couple popular flavors. These are the Jackling's Matador, got original and teriyaki, 85 grams. These are probably, I don't know, got these a little while ago, but they usually range from about $10 to maybe about $14. But today we're going to be making some homemade stuff, so we're making on this one, we're going to be making up some best beef jerky. It's about 4 hours of cook time, 20 minutes of prep time, 8 hours additional, so for a total of 12 hours and 20 minutes. It says it makes 10 servings, and we're going to be running it in this dehydrator. So what we're starting off is, got a roast here. I trimmed off most of the fat. There's a slight little bit on the bottom, but that should be okay. So it's I weighed this out. It's 1,200 grams, and when we get it all done, towards the end of the video, I'll reweigh it all again. I'll show you how much it is per gram compared to the store-bought and stuff. So I think it's going to be way more reasonable. So first, we're just gonna, before we make the sauce, we're gonna cut up all the meat here. So I got it so it's going to cut probably about a 1/4 inch thick. I'll just start doing that right now. Switch on this guy is cutting this. Just always watch the blade so you don't cut yourself. Start it up again. So this is what we're getting out on the other side. It's about how thick the pieces are. So far we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces so far. I'll continue cutting. This thing needs to be oiled or something. I think the slide is very sticky. Okay, the meat cutting's done, and this is what we ended up with. That 1,200 grams is, I'll just dump it out here to show you guys. It's all going to be jerky after. Once we get this all marinated, there's like 4 or 5 racks where you put it on. After this stuff is, it usually takes, I think it's about 12 hours or so. So usually overnight, just let it marinate, let all those juices soak into it. So next we're just going to get this out of the way. Leave that sit there for now. Get my hand to rinse off here. Okay, we got the meat all prepped. So next, what we're going to need for ingredients on this, I'll have it listed on the screen. You're going to start off with 2 pounds of round steak. Well, we used a roast instead. Probably fairly similar to round steak. Cut it into thin strips, so we already got that done. So you're going to require soy sauce. You're going to use a 1/4 cup of that. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of Worcester sauce. So I got a bottle of that there. Let's put them all over here. Show you guys here. Okay, and then you're going to need 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. It's got a little bit in the container here, so I should have enough. 2 tablespoons of salt.
Cured salt.
Oh, cured salt.
Yeah.
Okay. So we couldn't find any uptown, so we got the guy in the store to get some from the butcher shop. But this is the cured salt, so if you didn't put this and you just put regular salt in your jerky, you have to keep it in the fridge once it's done. And it maybe last, say maybe 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how often you take it out of the fridge. But if you cure it with this, it should last for months without being refrigerated, just like they do with the store-bought ones. So we got that there too. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of ground black pepper. Get some pepper there. 1 teaspoon of meat tenderizer. Got some meat tenderizer there. What else we got here? Okay, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I got garlic salt, so that'll have to do. And that was pepper. Okay, so we get some additional pepper. The only stuff I don't have is I don't have any paprika.
Yeah, you do. I put it down there.
Oh. Okay, there's the onion salt. And then we
Paprika.
got the powder. So we got everything. We got the paprika there. So in total, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ingredients. It says 10 on here.
Count the brown sugar.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and the salt, 10.
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to take all those ingredients and make a nice little mixture here in this bowl. So I've got some measuring spoons, I believe right here, for all my measuring stuff. So what we're going to need too is a spoon to stir it all up. So I'm just going to grab a spoon out of the cupboard here. Or a spatula will do. It doesn't matter the order you put these in, it should be fine. So we're first going to take the Worcester sauce, and that says 2 tablespoons. So that's the bigger one. So we're going to put 2 of these in there. That's a really slow pour, but okay, that's pretty close. So there's 1. Oh, this stuff's got a strong smell to it.
Put all the flavors together will mix together to be really good.
Yeah. It's because it's shaker lid wise. So
Yeah.
so,
Gotta shake it.
and just put a couple more for good luck in there. Okay, we'll just set that on the counter for now. Okay, so for our next ingredients, we got the 2 tablespoons of the Worcester sauce, or I can't pronounce it right, Worcester sauce is in there. Next thing we're going to do is a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Let's go with this bigger one. A 1/4 cup of this. Sink. And just use any standard soy sauce, just this Walmart brand. Okay, now next we're going to do 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. That's this stuff. Oh, that's got a really nice smoky smell to it. So I'll just double check. Okay, 2 tablespoons. So 1. Okay, so we have liquid smoke in there now. Well, another thing I forgot to mention to you guys, when you buy your roast from whatever grocery store you buy it from, put it in the freezer for about a half an hour because you want to firm it up. It'll just make it slice a lot easier on that, your home slicer. It's a little tip there for you guys. Okay, next we're gonna go 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Not much space here, but squeeze that in there. There's one. This is getting a little hard here. Just kind of pack that down a little bit. 2. And I'm just going to throw a little bit more because it just add a little bit more sweetness to it. So a little bit more won't hurt. Just put that in there. Gonna give it a nice sweetness to it. That's about the only sweet ingredient that we're adding, so brown sugar will bring that sweetness right out of it. Okay, now what else we got left? 2 teaspoons of salt.
Cured salt.
Oh yeah, that's this salt. So what I'll do, I'll just use this one because this other one's all dirty. Or no, it is a 2 teaspoons. Okay, so I can use this one. Okay, so 1. And this is a curing salt. Okay, so we got the salt in. Wasn't bad for all that salt. I don't know how much the weight of it is. But it only cost me a little less than $3 for that, so that's pretty good. That'll last you probably for quite a few sessions there. Okay, and then we need 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. And a little bit of spice to it there. About even. Okay. And then next on the list we got 1 teaspoon of meat tenderizer. So that's this guy. Pop that little. It's just easier to dump out then. Go. Not much smelting on this stuff. So that was 1 teaspoon. Yeah, I think everything's teaspoon after this, so. About even there. Pour that in. Don't need that one there. Go. So that was the meat tenderizer. Okay, then we got left on here. We have. It says onion powder, but I have onion salt, so that's should be close enough.
Half of it.
A little bit. Stuck to the side a little bit. Okay, that's about a teaspoon. That one in next. That one's just a duplicate, that's just some pepper. Okay, then we have paprika. And that again is 1 teaspoon. It's really... Whoa! Oh, that's pretty close. Okay, so we got that one. And the one last one is going to be the garlic. That's not too bad, so there we go. That's what we're dealing with. We're just going to simply mix that all up. Get that all mixed in there really nice. Put it on the counter here. Doesn't really make that much liquid in here. That's a pretty good consistency now. Ooh, that smells strong. Just gonna take it off. Yeah, it tastes okay. I think what I will do is let's grab one small container. I'll pour this into a container, put the meat in here, and then I'll just give it a bath. I thought it was just gonna be a lot more than this, but just grab one small bowl here. Okay, so we're just going to simply pour that into a smaller bowl. Okay. Stop moving here, guys, wait so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just simply going to put the meat in here. Gonna dribble a little bit of that on there. I'm gonna put the pieces in there. Let's see, because my arm there. It's almost like a little steaks. This is gonna be some nice jerky after, though.
Smells good. That sauce is really strong.
But this meat's gonna soak up quite a bit of that goodness. So
I need to mix it all up. It'll cover it all.
just kind of layer it just to make sure I get the juices in between the meat.
That's important to layer it.
Getting to the end here. Make sure those pieces are out as even as they can be, that they're not folded over so much. That way that juice can soak right in. We won't do one more layer, we'll just do it like this.
Gotta mix it up too.
And try and evenly coat all these. I'll have to rinse off this spatula that I had a taster on. Just run some hot water over it. We're just gonna try and stir that up a little bit. Make sure that gets all in there. I'll just have to put it like this. What I'll actually do will probably be a little bit easier to just get my hand in there too. So you see how nice they're getting all saturated with the juice. We're just simply gonna get that all squished around in there. See how this is getting a nice dark texture. And I think that should be sufficient. It's pretty well saturated through all this. Let's wash my hand one more time here. Wash my hands. So what we're going to do with this now is, it says now to, you're just simply going to throw that in the fridge. We'll have that overnight. I'm going to come back, I'll show you how to do the next steps. So good night for now, and I'll catch you very soon tomorrow. Okay, and we're back. It's the next day now. We had the meat in the fridge for about 12 to 14 hours. So we'll just get it uncovered now, so it should be fully marinated now. That's what it looks like. It soaked up most of the juice, it looks like. There's a little bit you can see in the bottom there. Okay, so what we're simply going to do, we're just going to put them on these racks here. So I'll just put a couple paper towels underneath in case some of it's still wet. The drippings. Once we get these trays loaded up, we'll load up the tray, put them on, we stack them all, turn the machine on. And this is going to run for about 3 to 4 hours, so just check it every hour, just because you don't want the meat to get too tough. So we'll just start loading this up. Just going to simply just put them down like that. Gonna fold them out. It smells good.
That's good.
Just rearrange it, make sure I can fit the maximum capacity on here. That's a smaller piece in here. So we got the tray loaded up fairly good. Simply gonna sit it on top like so. I think we should have enough to do it all. I think what I'll do with these ones before I stack them, I'll just load them up so I can kind of move them around a bit if I need to. Just make sure I can fit this all in the dehydrator. Just some of it's still a little wet at the bottom. So just stack it like that. That way if it drips down, it'll just drip into the next one. Some of these are a little bit thicker. Make those as flat as you can get them to go. Big piece. This stuff's really cold in the fridge. Yeah, so this stuff probably sat in there for about 12 to 14 hours, so just to get it all marinated. One last one over there. It's really cold. It's the bottom ones. Just about got her, guys. couple more little pieces and add them all on there. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Stuff off my hands. Yeah, we're just gonna stack them on here. They'll just fall down into place. Go. Last one. There's no thought in the bowl, just a little bit of sauce I can just be throwing right now. I don't know if you guys are going to find a dehydrator like this. This is an older version, but it should still work. Again, we're just simply going to throw on the switch. I think that's all right. Okay, there we go. So about 3 to 4 hours on that. So I'll be right back with you. I'll keep checking it every hour on the hour. Just checking to see how it's doing. So I'll be right back with you. Catch you soon. Okay, and we're finally in the final step here. This has been going for about, I've been checking it for usually about every hour, hour and a half. And it's been on for about 4 hours now. So it looks like it's done enough, so we're just going to shut it off. And this is what we end up with. That's how the jerky looks. It's fairly easy to tear. But it's to your preference. Like, I don't want it any more dried out than this. And pretty decent tasting jerky. If you really look at these other packages in there, I'll just open up one and I'll show you guys the difference. But I figured out the cost on it. This stuff is roughly, say, 10 to 12 bucks a bag. Where I took these off before, and they were 1,200 grams. So it equates to, you need about 14 of these bags to make what I got here. I'll just finish chewing this. It's good stuff. I think I get too big a piece. So anyhow, that's what it looks like. It's about the same thickness. This stuff that we made. This is made in a factory. This is real meat. This is real meat. But for cost comparisons, this stuff costs about 4 to 5 times as much as this. Even with all the spices and everything, I showed you all the ingredients. This is about a quarter of the money. Or you can basically make about 5 or 6 times as much as you can with this compared to the price. So you want something way more cost effective, just make some of your own. All you got to get is one of these dehydrators. And away you go. Like, you got fairly good consistency throughout compared to the store-bought and stuff. One last tray on the very bottom here. That's the final one. So it's your choice. You can buy it or make it yourself, and make it yourself because you can add it to any flavor you want. So I hope you all enjoyed this vlog here. Until next time, happy eating. This has been TripleChip. Vlog is over. And one last thing, if you really liked it, make sure you subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. Until next time, catch you in the next one.